Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's continue the series. This is the sixth episode of Weak Hero Class 2. But before we start, make sure to like the video and subscribe. Episode 6 of Weak Hero Class 2 starts with Si Eun telling Hyun-tak and Jun-tae that they have to get Hoo-min back. They know that Hoo-min joined the union, and he did so because he felt guilty about what happened to them. Meanwhile, Hoo-min continues to do Baek-jin's bidding and forces another school to join their gang. Baek-jin pays him for his work. Hoo-min has no choice but to take the money because his father needs to pay a fine at the police station. Hoo-min thinks back to how bad Baek-jin became after he taught him how to fight when they were younger. Meanwhile, Si Eun and his friends show up at Hoo-min's house. Hoo-min's father talks down on Hoo-min, saying that he is worthless, just like his mother, who never used to listen to him. Si Eun disagrees and says that Hoo-min is a great person who cares about his friends. He gets along with everyone at school, so if his father thinks so lowly of him, then he must be the problem. Hoo-min's father kicks them out of the house. The boys continue looking for Hoo-min. The next person they choose to ask is Hyo-man. He tells them more about the union. It turns out that Baek-jin and the union gang work for CEO Choi. He is the gang leader who owns the bowling alley that Baek-jin manages and a motorcycle company registered under Daesung Construction. The bowling alley is a front for money laundering. Baek-jin formed the union to get high school boys to work under him. The bowling alley legally hires them part-time, paying them handsomely to do Choi's dirty work. The union gang steals motorcycles. The union gang rebuilds these motorcycles at Daesung Construction and sells them as brand new products on the black market. After a while, the union gang steals back the sold motorcycles, takes them to Daesung for new paint and number plates, and resells them on the black market. The motorcycle stealing business brings in a lot of money, which Baek-jin launders through the bowling alley. The union boys stay at the gang not only for the money, but because CEO Choi keeps a register for all their crimes. Si Eun decides to confront Baek-jin about Hoo-min. He asks Hyun-tak and Jun-tae to stay put and not plan anything before they hear from him. He goes to the bowling alley looking for Baek-jin and has to wait until late. Meanwhile, Hyun-tak and Jun-tae do not listen to Si Eun, but go snooping around Daesung Construction. At the bowling alley, Baek-jin comes back and finds Si Eun waiting. Si Eun tries to understand Baek-jin's motivation for coming after Hoo-min. Si Eun thinks that Hoo-min is the only person who truly knows him, and that makes him scared. So he wants to have Hoo-min by his side and control him. Si Eun also thinks that Baek-jin considers Hoo-min his only friend, but asks whether Hoo-min feels the same. His questions seem to get to Baek-jin for a moment before he composes himself. Baek-jin shows Si Eun CCTV footage from Daesung Construction. When Hyun-tak and Jun-tae fail to find Hoo-min, they break into the documents room looking for the register of Baek-jin's crimes. Baek-jin had already sent union boys over to take care of them. Si Eun gets angry and picks the nearest weapons to attack Baek-jin. However, he has to think of another way to fight since his old tricks do not work on Union's top dogs. Just then, Hoo-min arrives and drags Si Eun out of the premises. Si Eun tells Hoo-min about Hyun-tak and Jun-tae's fate. Hoo-min asks Si Eun to leave first. Earlier that day, Baek-jin had sent Hoo-min to steal a motorbike. However, he returns empty-handed. He tells Baek-jin that he will no longer work for him. Baek-jin can do whatever he wants to the people in Hoo-min's life, but he should also know that they will never be as they used to be. Hoo-min tells Baek-jin that he will never be his friend again, and he should never try contacting him again. Baek-jin tries to attack Hoo-min, but it is evident that Hoo-min has better reflexes. Hoo-min punches Baek-jin on the face before leaving the bowling alley. At Daesung Construction, Hyun-tak and Jun-tae find the ledger of stolen motorcycles. However, the union gang shows up before they can leave. Hyun-tak holds out in a fight with a bunch of union gang members, including Dong-ha and Seong-mok. Jun-tae is also better in a violent situation, so he helps Hyun-tak and they manage to escape. Union gang chases after them. At the end of the episode, Seon gets a call from the hospital telling him that Suho is in a critical condition and the nurses cannot reach his guardian. Seon fails to check when crossing the road, and the episode ends as a lorry speeds towards him as he stands motionless in the middle of the road. So that's all in episode 6 of Weak Hero Class 2. See you in the next episode. Until then, take care and bye.